You wake up on a Friday morning and realize the world is running on algorithms you can't see. Today, we break down the massive shifts happening in artificial intelligence that are reshaping everything from Hollywood to high-stakes finance. By the end of this video, you'll understand why open-source models are gaining ground against secretive giants, how AI is becoming a daily utility rather than a novelty, and what this means for your future career. Stick around because these developments are not just trends, they are the new normal. The landscape of artificial intelligence has shifted dramatically over the last few months. We are witnessing a clear split between the massive, secretive tech conglomerates and the growing movement toward open-weight models. On one side, we have companies like NVIDIA quietly backing secretive initiatives from figures such as Ilya Sutskever, aiming to build superintelligence in relative isolation. This approach prioritizes control and proprietary advantage, creating a walled garden where algorithms are treated as exclusive assets rather than public utilities. On the other side, a coalition representing roughly $8 trillion of market capitalization has signed an open letter defending open-weight AI. This is not just a technical preference, it is an economic statement. By making models accessible to anyone with a GPU, developers can innovate faster, bypassing the need for massive lobbying or internal approval cycles that plague closed systems. This dynamic leaves companies like Anthropic standing somewhat alone in their current trajectory, facing intense pressure from the broader ecosystem. The argument here is simple. If an algorithm can solve critical problems, restricting access to it stifles progress and creates vulnerabilities. The conversation around AI has evolved from excited speculation about chatbots into a serious analysis of daily utility. Shows like NLW have dedicated time to dissecting how tools like Midjourney and similar generative engines are exploding in creativity while simultaneously threatening established industries. The narrative is no longer just about whether AI works. It is about where we fit in when the machine gets better than us at what humans do best. This shift is evident in the content consumption habits of millions. People are tuning into daily podcasts and video briefs specifically to stay informed on these developments, treating AI news with the same seriousness as financial markets or geopolitical shifts. The explosion of creativity brought by new tools has paradoxically led to more anxiety about displacement, yet it also offers unprecedented opportunities for customization. We are seeing a move away from generic, mass-produced content toward hyper-personalized experiences driven by locally running models that understand specific user contexts better than any centralized server ever could. While the open-source movement gains momentum, the risks associated with centralized control remain a critical topic of discussion. When a single entity or small group holds the keys to the most powerful algorithms, the potential for systemic failure grows exponentially. If a proprietary model makes a catastrophic error in finance, healthcare, or infrastructure, and that code is locked behind paywalls and legal restrictions, fixing it becomes an uphill battle involving complex negotiations rather than simple patches. The counterargument often raised by proponents of closed systems is safety and alignment. They argue that unrestricted access could lead to misuse or the emergence of unaligned superintelligence. However, history suggests that restricting innovation does not guarantee safety. It merely delays it while concentrating power in the hands of those willing to pay the highest premiums for data and compute. The recent open letter from tech leaders implies a growing consensus that transparency is a prerequisite for trust. Without public scrutiny and independent verification, the long-term stability of our digital infrastructure remains precarious. So what does this mean for you moving forward? The answer lies in adaptability and staying informed through reliable sources. The days of relying on a single vendor or platform are numbered. As open-weight models mature, the barrier to entry will lower further, allowing small teams and individual developers to build world-class applications without needing billions in capital. You will need to be comfortable navigating this fragmented landscape, evaluating tools based on their transparency and community support rather than just marketing hype. For professionals in creative fields, the integration of generative AI into daily workflows is no longer optional. It is a baseline requirement for competitiveness. Whether you are writing code, designing graphics, or analyzing data, The ability to leverage these open resources will define your career trajectory. The key takeaway is that the future of AI is not defined by who owns the biggest model, but by how many people can effectively use them to solve real-world problems. Embrace this shift, stay curious about the underlying technologies, and prepare for a world where intelligence is more accessible than ever before. The artificial intelligence landscape is changing faster than any industry in history. From the battle between open and closed models to the integration of AI into everyday creativity, these shifts are here to stay. Understanding these trends now will give you a significant advantage in your professional life and personal development. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an update on the cutting edge of technology. Drop a comment below telling me which part of the AI shift surprised you most. See you in the next video.